Extraordinary details have emerged about David Bowie's long health battle. The music icon not only battled lung cancer but also had 6 heart attacks. Last pictures of the legendary rocker, taken just 4 days ago, have been released as fans gather in his birth town to pay their respects.
David Bowie has been praised for his impact on music, art and fashion. But also one of the coolest guys that ever lived. A hero not for one day, but decades. The grief at his passing is global. Fans mourned outside his Manhattan apartment, but in London there was dancing in the streets of Brixton, where he was born David Jones in 1947. No disrespect here, just pride.
There's so many people that wouldn't be who they are if it wasn't for Bowie.
Even at 16, he had the look and the band.
Ever since I was a kid, the one thing I really wanted to do was to affect the medium.
In 1967, he'd become David Bowie.
I'm on the radio, Mum.
Space Oddity followed in '69, a massive hit.
Ground control to Major Tom.
He even looked like a spaceman. That amazing face, his left eye paralysed in a schoolboy fight.
There's a starman waiting in the sky.
He was a master of reinvention, and one of the things that's so incredible is almost all his reinventions were incredible successes.
His biographer has reportedly revealed Bowie suffered multiple heart attacks, but he kept them secret. His wife gave a hint on Sunday, posting, "The struggle is real, but so is God." Bowie died days after the release of his 28th album, Black Star.
Look up here, I'm in heaven.
Bold, confronting, an artist to the very last. A requiem for a giant of modern music. In London, Hugh Whitfield, 7 News.
And reporter Hugh Whitfield joins us. Hugh, you've been at Brixton for hours. How are people there reacting to Bowie's death?
Well, Jess, this is still very much a city in shock. David Bowie hadn't lived in England for years, but he was every bit a London boy, and Brixton people here certainly claim him as one of their own. There are still people coming down to this Ziggy Stardust mural in the early hours of this morning before they head to work. It was actually painted by an Australian artist. That's after quite a long night here in Brixton. An impromptu street party was held with people gathering together to sing some of David Bowie's greatest hits. Among the flowers and candles here, people are leaving song lyrics as well. Possibly the most poignant is we can be heroes, because for so many people, David Bowie really was their hero. Jess.
Thanks, Hugh. Over the years, David Bowie fell in love with Australia, not only touring here, but buying an apartment overlooking Sydney Harbour. One of his hits even put an outback pub on the map.
In 1983, with his career booming, master of the music video, David Bowie took Australia to the world. Let's Dance was shot in the small northern New South Wales town of Corinda, which has become a place of Bowie fan pilgrimage.
Yeah, we get people travelling through and they come and like to take photos in front of the wall.
Michael was in that truck.
Roughly 100 people, and they're quite big for a little town.
It showed Australian landscapes and sang about Australian Indigenous issues.
On that trip, I decided to make some kind of observation, social observation.
Just one of many interviews over the decades with Molly Meldrum. They became good friends.
He was so charming that I was actually lost for words.
Bowie's first of 4 tours here was in 1978.
There were 3 or 4 press people, I think, behind me in the line who were saying, have you seen David Bowie yet? And I said, yeah, you can't miss him. He's just over there. He's got a green raincoat on and bright red hair.
He never really thought of himself as a rock star.
Fascinated with Australia since childhood, from the early 80s to the early 90s, he had an apartment overlooking Sydney Harbour. His other video featuring Sydney and the China Girl says it was an amazing experience.
Wow, I mean, it changed my life. It was actually mind-blowing. We had to be lovers on screen, so, you know, David just made it easy to pretend we were lovers off screen as well.
Paul Caddack.